Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Week 13 MX5 Cup. This is an official road race here at Tsukuba Circuit. We are on the full layout. Picked this one because I think this is the shortest track in terms of straightaway length, so that drafting doesn't really come into a huge effect compared to some of the other ones. I thought it would be a lot of fun, and I generally do like this track, although right now I'm not in love with it. I don't know if it's the track temp or what it is, but I am struggling really bad on corner entries. I just keep doing that kind of thing where the car is going every which way, so it's been a lot of fun trying to manage that. So we're struggling without a doubt. I'm just apparently really bad at road racing right now. It's causing me to just underdrive entries really bad. So we're gonna hope that we can try to put one decent lap in, try to get towards the front of the field for starting, and then just try to avoid the chaos. Hopefully it's not as bad as Street Stocks was, but we'll have to see. Get running to the line here.
Green, green, green.
Funny thing is, I'm really just running the advanced setup with dropping the fuel. Maybe I've got a bit too much rake in the right height. I think that'd be the case, but who knows. And I left the spotter on again, so have to get that off before we grid up. It's not going to affect anything here. So yeah, I think my all-time best was set when track was much cooler, so I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that, even though there's guys that are about half a second to a second off of that. So if I can get within, a couple seconds on the second lap when the tires are a bit warmer, I'll be happy. Biggest thing I'm trying to do is not brake too hard into the corners and wait to downshift to try to keep the RPMs from wanting to break the tires free. Shouldn't have any problem getting the second lap in time-wise. Get the run to the line. And we'll try to do what we can to hopefully be a little bit quicker on this one.
You're now 1.8 off the pace.
Because we're quite a bit off. You can hear CrewChief say we're almost 2 seconds off the pace, so yeah, we'll see what we can do. Don't think we're going to be anywhere near the front for this race, especially when I enter like crap like that. May not actually get this second lap done with how bad I'm driving. See what we can do. Otherwise, it's going to be a come from the back type race. Hopefully come from the back. Not just be a wreck in the back. It's going to be close. Feels like this lap is going to be faster, although nowhere near what it needs to be. So I throw it into the last corner. Cut the curb. Get it loose, so not great.
That's the end of the session. P13.
Wouldn't have made a big enough difference. Maybe we would have moved it one spot. So we're just really slow. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I possibly could make some changes. There is 18 and 19 in total in this race, so it's gonna be fun. It's not going to be a pretty one from the aspect of being terrible, but we will try to make it fun, get paints refreshed. It is a just 10-minute time to race rather than a certain amount of laps, so it's going to be a pretty quick one. I got a feeling we're looking at like 9 laps-ish, somewhere in that area, maybe 10 laps, depending on when we cross the line, so that's definitely going to make things interesting to say the least. So get gridded up or start way in the back, pull up session best lap since I am just so much slower. I don't know, I thought cutting the fuel down would help tighten the car up on entries since there was less weight in the rear, but maybe the rake is just affecting the car too much because I am straight up trash. But it's week 13. There's time to. I mean, this is official, so it does count for iRating and safety rating. So I potentially could lose iRating, but road rating's so garbage anyways, it's not a big deal, and I'll be putting some plans together for what I want to run road-wise. I think I try to want to run at least a one road race a week for Season 4. It may not always be the same series, but we'll have to see.
13th place, 10 minutes.
Get the
You'll need
car
to get on with this.
fired up.
Okay, Jake.
Get ready to go for the time start, or the standing start, excuse me. Time to race. Off and rolling. We've got some higher rated guys around us. The one was starting in the back. Two's also up there, so could watch what's gonna happen. 15 just didn't ever turn, although he had the 13 on his inside, so kind of a hectic start there. Get shuffled back some, no big deal. Got the 5 right behind us. Trying to just ease my way into this corner so that I don't get anybody and don't spin it. Hopefully the tires will get warmed up. There goes one of the wrecks that we expected to see. Gives us one spot back. Got one up here as well. Hitting the brakes and straightaways is always fun. Looks like for the most part everybody's made it through. Not like it's collecting half the field. I would say given that I'm car number 12, a top 10 would be a decent finish. Just see what we can do. Got one spinning off the track up there, so there's another spot. I know I gave up a lot of time to the one. Kind of getting on throttle too early there. 5's likely going to get by us.
Come on, let's put this hard work to good use. E11, sector 3 times.
Close to a top 10 already. One's losing it. Trying to get by on his left side. He's potentially give us a spot back. Although I'm still blowing that entry. Got squirrely in front of him. He's going to start looking to our left. Backs out. I'm sure he and the 5 are going to want to get by relatively soon. Got the 15 and the 2 running up ahead. I feel like I've run an open setup here before in probably the production car challenge. I don't know, it's been so long. One's gonna look to our right here, so we'll just give him the spot. Got a big enough gap back to the 5, and you've got another spin up there, so we're gonna go to the right to avoid that. The 1 got in that one.
E9.
So that actually gave us the spot back plus another one, so we are now in the top 10. Wreck avoidance is the key to moving up in week 13. Avoid wrecks and you're good to go. We got one that was slow up there. Trying to brake a little bit sooner, keep it straighter into that corner to not get so loose. 5 was able to get through that. 7/10 back. We are on lap 3, so all this chaos in basically 2.5 laps. If I can keep the 5 behind me, I will be really happy with that, even if we don't pick up any more spots. I feel like I'm apexing this corner a bit too early. It's costing me some time out of the corner. Same thing with this one, I feel like I'm also apexing this too early. Looks like it's starting to get straightened out a little bit up ahead. Really entered that corner way too early, kills the run out of the corner. It's going to allow the 5 to catch back up. Trying to start to put together some better entries and exits with smoother lines, better braking. Although that corner was not it. Cost us another 10th to the 5, and we're 3 seconds behind the 15, so unless there's some kind of wreck up front, I don't think we're going to pick up any more spots.
New fastest lap for now Rocky, 103.32.
3.2s. quick lap up front. Felt like that turn 1 was a lot better. You could see we actually gained some time on the 5 as well. This corner, I'm just trying to get through it as clean as possible.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
I know I'm probably
That's
not
5 minutes to
optimal
go,
through
5
that corner.
minutes. Halfway home. Fuel
Halfway
extra.
done with the race. 5 down, 5 to go. Overshot that corner. Was trying to late apex it, but just flat out overshot it. We should be able to get into the low 104s. We were able to pick up some time on the 5. Get a little bit of a better run out of corner onto the front stretch. Almost into the 103, so still nowhere near what the leaders are running, but definitely improving, which I'll take. And keep running consistent will be good. Looks like the 14 is trying to put some pressure on the 5.
It's now 95.
We are actually starting to catch up on the 15. That goes wide. I had a really bad exit there as well, so it cost me time. Got a half second or so to the 15. I was almost 1.5 seconds back. Still feel like I'm overshooting that corner a bit. Gotta clean that up. 14's gotten by the 5.
Front is now 2.9 seconds.
So we'll see what he can do, how much quicker he'll be. Up to the 15, 1.3 back to the 14.
You've just done a 104.55.
Not as good of a turn 1, but a little bit better. I feel like my issue is I'm picking up the throttle too much in the center of the corner. I need to be a little bit less on it, a little bit smoother in the center of the corners on these hairpins. 14's really picking up some time now. So we're going to have to turn on the speed if we want to stay in front of him. Although the bright side is the 5's fallen off a second behind him, so it's not like it's going to be a freight train to get on by us. Still keeping consistent though with the 14, so
Sector 1 is 0.9.
It's good. End of the corner a little too shallow. Slowly catching up on the 15. Likely to get 2 more laps in next time by. Way too shallow of an entry. Having fun now that I'm kind of settling. Still don't feel 100% comfortable, but it's definitely better than what it was at the start of the race and in qualifying. Although I'm still driving like junk.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 99.
Cost myself a lot of time that corner.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Bit too shallow of a entry, too early of an apex. 0.8 of a second back to the 14.
That lap was at 104.76.
And likely 1 more lap after this, not 2 more. Working with 2 to go. It's like a pretty solid line up ahead of the 15. Trying to nail that corner a little bit better. 14 was gaining a good amount of time on us there. If I can keep that gap around 0.8, I'll be happy coming into the last lap. 14 really chunked off a good bit there. He's now half second back and easily within striking range. Getting the white flag, so gonna have to try to keep it going for one more lap. We're gonna get a good battle for 9th and 10th here to finish off the race.
White flag, last lap.
14's gonna try to dive it in into one. Try to defend the inside a little bit. Got one wrecked up here, that was the 8. So it's gonna be another free spot. 14's gonna look to the inside, try to cut that off. Trying to drive defensively. I wouldn't be surprised if we get contact coming down to the last corner.
I was gonna get back to you too.
Like that. Backs up. We got another one wrecked. That was the 9. 14 was going to be to our inside. He gets a little loose there out of the corner. Gives us a bit of a reprieve. I think we could actually finish 7th out of this if we can hold it off the last corner. And it looks like we should be able to. So I believe it's going to be a 7th place finish after those last couple free spots on the end.
6th place.
They're calling 6th place. Wow. Well done. That was even better. We'll have to see what happened. Double check it, but did not think we finished in 6th. We did finish 6th. Wow. Quite a bit off. I mean, you can see almost 8.5 seconds off the race winner, but wow. Let's take a look. Quite a bit of action on that last lap then apparently to get us that finish. Jump off the start. See everything that happens. So the ones on the outside just gets into the back of the 14, who then got into the 13. That causes the 13 to spin. It was the first one we dodged. Then you got the 19 just overdriving the corner, goes into a 4-wheel slide, spins in front of the field. All Chrome gets by, everybody splits them. And we got All Chrome gonna overdrive that corner, and it's the 70 just goes ripping to the outside. 16 gets on the curb, overdrives it. It's got to be the tire or the track temp. 16 went around. Oh, contact there. That was the one catching that. That was when we cut way to the inside to avoid it. And then the one goes back the track. Not sure. I know it's kind of cool. Stuntman, but not in front of the field. 16's going to get into the back of the 19. Now he's just going to go into his own 4-wheel drift, trying to control it. Goes across the track, inside barrier. 8's going to try to dive it in on the 3. Knocks him out of the way. Also had contact up there ahead. Let's take a look at that up ahead. This is the 17 and the 11. I think actually maybe it was just the 17 locking up. He might have overdrove it, got in the back of the 11 a little bit, but then gets on the curbing and gets loose. There's the 13 pushing wide. He goes for a spin across the track to the inside. You got the 2, drives it in deep, gets in the back of the 3. 19's going to get in the back of the 7, All Chrome. Yep, gives him a little bit of shot there going into 1. 7's going to get the 18 coming into this hairpin. Oh, yeah. Just, wow. Let's watch that. That was kind of... So the 7's just on the curb, coming across. 18's... 18, I think, has the position. I'm still learning, you know, the rules of track position, who has what, but I think that's the 7 just way overshooting that, never giving any room to the 18 at all for the preferred line, and then the 7 gets away with it. 1's going to get into the back of the 5 a little bit. We got the 8. Spins in the inside of the curb. Gets help from the 3 to finish him around. Actually, kind of almost put him around. 9. It's going to work on the hairpin. Oh, wow. Okay, that looked intentional. I'm going to assume that was intentional. which that's what they're discussing in the chat. So let's see what the 4 does. And there's still discussion. That I don't understand how this is anything other than intentional when you just drive straight across the grass to drill him. So let's see what's up to cause that. Okay, so at this point, the 4's your race leader. 9 overshoots the corner, spins him. I'm going to assume that's the 9 overshooting that. I don't think that was intentional, but I could be wrong there. Let's take a look. I think he just honestly overshoots the corner. That's what it kind of looks like to me, rather than him trying to do that. He takes off. So the 4 gets going, and then I think this is where he gets torpedoed. This is impressive. I mean, time it through the grass and hunt him down that well, like that's impressive, to say the least. So there's the 4, and here's the 19 getting loose down the front stretch into turn 1. He's on the inside, and that was it. So I think that was how we got 2 spots. Was between the deal between the 4 and the 9, which 100% looks intentional to me. I mean, he's kind of admitting it, but yeah, won't worry about that. Let's go take a look at the results. Hopefully they should be fairly decent. Second split of 9, 15, 19 strength field. Again, really, really weak, but I'm very, very, very slowly building up my iRating and road. So that's going to take quite a while. 2.44 on the safety rating, a little bit of a gain, clearing out a bunch of incidents from before, so we were able to finish. Sorry about that pop up. All right, let's go back to that. Sorry about that. One of the few drivers, it looks like only 2 of us that were able to finish with 0x, so I guess that's week 13 for you. A couple off tracks, it looks like some people having as well, so I can see how that happens. I've done that before, obviously. We were, compared to the race winner, we were only about a 10th off on the fast lap. But there's quite a few guys that were a lot quicker than that. You can see the 4 put in a 103.445, 103.315 for the 9, 336. Yeah, so, you know, we were still probably 3/4 of a second off. I don't know. It's mostly driving. It's not really setup, but I probably could have made a couple tweaks to make the setup just a little bit more comfortable for me to be able to consistently drive it into the corners and not have to feel so hesitant and nervous about it. But you know, starting 13th, able to dodge all the wrecks. Kind of took advantage of a couple people making mistakes to get by. Never really passed anybody on speed. But to move all the way up to 6th, I'll gladly take. Able to gain 43 in iRating, so just under 1550 now. You know, keep it going. It's improvement. Again, not not the pace that I had when I ran the last rookie MX5 race, but not too bad overall. So feel free to leave any comments you guys have, your analysis. I think it's pretty clear what the 4 did to the 9, but you can tell me if you think that the 9 was actually going to let him by, or if it looked like he was just driving off and, you know, taking advantage of gaining a spot out of that mistake. Hard to say, obviously. I can understand how the 9's or the 4's frustrated after leading almost the entire race and then having that happen. I can also see how it's kind of, you know, possibly a mistake on the 9's part over driving. It looks like based on a safety rating there that he's had a bit of those happen too before. Not that I can really talk, but yeah, I can see how he just sometimes probably overdrives everything. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll get back to some oval racing. I think this and then some oval racing will probably be the last official ones. And then I don't know, we'll maybe run a dirt oval. I don't really know what is the plan for the rest of week 6 or 13 besides the 2 NASCAR series. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.